Frogs are one of our favorite animals in this house, but they're also difficult to draw. So today we're going to draw a simple frog. Start with the lily pads in pencil. You're going to want to draw 2 or 3 lily pads, which are an oval shape. Next, you draw a V shape inside of each lily pad. Finally, take your eraser and erase the top of the V so it looks like a piece of pizza is cut out from each lily pad. Keep in mind, your lily pads don't need to look exactly like mine. Yours can have your own style and you can do as many as you want. Next, choose a lily pad that you want your frog to be sitting on. The first shape you're going to make is a straight line at the bottom with an oval at the top. This shape is like a semicircle for the frog's body. Next, you are going to add in his 4 legs. His 2 back legs are going to start in the middle of his body and go up and then down, while the 2 front legs are going to be 2 straight lines in the middle, looking like the number 11. You can see about what shape they should be here. Frogs are known for their cute little sticky toes, so I added 3 or 4 toes coming out from the end of each foot here to make it look realistic. Next, you're going to add 2 round eyes to the top of his head and then add the black dot in the middle for his little pupils. Next, add the mouth. It can be any shape that you want it to be, and I even added a little tongue sticking out from it to catch some flies. Next, I added a lily flower to some of my lily pads. These flowers are made up of different sizes of ovals, and then I colored them in. They can be many different colors. This next step is important. I'm erasing the lines from the lily pad that went through the frog and flowers. This makes it look like the frog is in front of the lily pad and the lily pad is behind. Now I am starting to color in my frog. I'm choosing a bright green color and I'm coloring in his legs, body, and toes green. Now you can use different shades of green to trace and color the lily pads, and I even gave him a little pink tongue. Now I'm using a lime green, which is a mixture between a green and a yellow, to shade in the lily pad. You can see I use different colors of green for each of the 3 lily pads, and you can use crayon, marker, colored pencil, anything you have around the house. Now I am adding some plants growing up from the bottom of the paper. I'm just using different curved or wavy lines with a green marker to do this. Now I am adding a brownish oval to the top of some of the plants to make it look like a cattail. And next, I am making some of them look like flowers. I start with a yellow or orange circle for the middle of the flower. Then I'm taking a darker orange and I'm making little dots in the middle to make it look like the seeds. Finally, I am adding the petals by using a cloud line around each of these circles. I'm doing some of them in purple, pink, red, or you can use any colors that you want. Finally, I colored the petals in. Next, I am adding in a blue horizon line where the water is going to end for the pond, and anything above the line is where the sky begins. Finally, I added in some wavy lines into the pond to make it look like water. Next, I added in some little details, like a round orange sun, or maybe you want to add a moon and stars if you want yours to be nighttime. You be creative and add whatever details into your picture you want to. Another detail I decided to add in was a dragonfly. I started with a skinny oval for his body, 2 antennae curving out from the top, and then 4 very skinny long ovals for the wings. Maybe you want to make a butterfly instead, which would be similar, but just bigger wings. And finally, I decided to trace over the petals from the flowers on the lily pads just to make them stand out more. Next, I colored in my dragonfly using a dark purple for the body and a light gray for the wings because I wanted it to look realistic. You can also add in a little fly flying around the frog because we know that's what they eat, or any other details that you want. And here is my final project. I added blues and violets to the water and yellows, pinks, and oranges to the sky for a sunset look. I hope you have fun making yours.